It's currently 3 o'clock and you guys are propped up on my bed because there's no better lighting besides here. So this will have to do. And I thought I'd start off this vlog with a cute get ready with me. I have on my makeup and we're just gonna catch up. So let's just get right into it. Also, we are totally gonna excuse the state of my nails right now because I'm literally gonna do them right after this. So that'll be kind of nice. I recently realized there's certain goals and habits that I try to incorporate at the beginning of 2025, and we're gonna be very honest here. I have not been doing that. So I recently revamped my morning and night routine. So I'm kind of excited to do like a whole video on that. And once I've really gotten it down, to show you guys the whole thing. Also, the weather has been crazy in Minnesota. If you're a Minnesota girly, you understand. Last week, I think it got up to like negative 15 degrees. It was so cold outside. To the point, if I did like my curly hair routine and I went outside for work, like my hair would freeze, like genuinely and literally. Besides that, I have been trying to have a better mindset about it because it's not that bad besides it being really cold. That's a lot. Oh, maybe I can take some from here. And I've been trying to experiment with my makeup. I try not to go overboard with my makeup. Oh my god, that's a lot. This is not helping because I need a mirror. Trying to adapt a different mindset about it. Once summer comes, it's gonna be... So that's the only thing about Minnesota. I feel like winters here are kind of rough, but the summers here are nice. So you kind of just have to pull through and wait it out. Guys, I recently, in my last vlog, I think, or 2 vlogs ago, I was talking to you guys about starting new habits or starting new hobbies. And one of the things that I got into in that vlog was I went to the fish store. I just want to make sure this is fully blended. And to go look at saltwater, and it was really nice. I really liked it and I really enjoyed it. I recently came across a listing on Facebook Marketplace, which I thought at one point before I found this tank, I found like one at a store, but it really wasn't gonna work out for what I wanted it, because it really is necessary that it has a lid, because if it doesn't have a lid, my cat will literally either eat the fish or paw at the water or just get bacteria in the tank, which is not good. I did find that listing recently though, and I'm so happy because I practically got it for free. And that's what's nice about getting stuff secondhand. Although it was a freshwater instead of a saltwater tank, so I kind of had to clean it up. And the guy had also used he like took the back and had like a bunch of paint on it, so I had to scrape it off, and my fingers are literally still bruised up from it. Oh goodness, did I put a lot of... Yep, I did. So excited now because I finally have my tank and I can now fully start getting the whole thing set up. And I feel like I never really explained why I wanted what I wanted. I have always been a beach girl at heart. I just love the beach. I don't know what it is about it. Like, the beach is just my, like, I just love the beach. Something about just having a tank with a starfish and a clownfish and an anemone, even though I'm probably butchering that word, but we're not going to talk about it. I just thinking about it and the sand and everything, it just makes me really happy. And here in Minnesota, obviously we only have lakes, and I personally, like, I love lakes, don't get me wrong. I love fishing. Like, I'll literally go fishing and everything. It's just the whole green water and that whole spiel that I just don't like. Just having that in my home I feel like will make me feel like I'm there. So I have already kind of planned some of the things that I want in there. I definitely want a starfish. Like, I will be getting a starfish, some clownfish, and some shrimps. But the thing is, before I get any of that stuff, I need to make sure that I have cycled the water through, and I need to run a whole bunch of tests to make sure that everything is set in place, because you need to make sure levels are where they need to be, or else obviously you're gonna risk having the fish die when you introduce it to the waters. Today I am gonna take you guys along. I'm basically gonna go, and there's a store nearby and they basically have like salt water, and I'm gonna have to go to like Menards and get like a big bucket and transfer like 20 gallons of water to my place, which is not gonna be fun, but I'm really looking forward to just having a tank. I gotta pick out sand, I gotta pick out some live rock and get that whole bowl rolling. Also, I feel like the camera is gonna make the blush look insanely in your face, but I promise you, it's as soon as I blink, it's gonna come right off. That's why I put a lot of blush at the beginning. I need to plan out some content and just reorganize and hit the reset button, because I've definitely been bombarded with a lot of things. So let's go do my nails, because this is what we're working with. It literally looks so horrid right now. So yeah, these are the before. Alright, so I just finished these. They look amazing. I honestly just go with the simple, and it's kind of like a pink hue to it. It looks like my natural nails. And yeah, I used to make them super thick, and now they're like the perfect like thickness, perfect everything. I also had a change of plans. I was essentially going to go to the store and get my whole tank situated, but I just realized it would be far better for me to order a bunch of the kits and everything off of Amazon instead of getting them from where I was going to get them, additional to all that, just because, like I said in my previous vlogs, if you want to get into saltwater, it's very expensive. Yeah, I think I'm going to sit down and plan my 30-day challenge, because like I said in my previous clip, I wanted to first of all incorporate new habits into my routine, but not just that, I have been wanting to start like a 30-day challenge. Many years ago I did like a 30-day soft challenge, but I made it like a twist of my own, where I put like new habits that I wanted to incorporate in my life. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and we'll see what I'll do for the rest of the day, but as far as right now, I'm gonna try and do that. Okay, I guess before I get into the whole like figuring out the challenge and everything, I wanted to show you guys the tank, because I was like, wait, so like you guys probably have never seen it. So here she is in all her glory. My camera is so blurry. But this is the tank that I was telling y'all about. So it's gonna be like kind of right next to my kitchen, and I thought it was perfect for this little area. Obviously there's some cords back there, so I'm gonna have to fix that, and it'll be actually like a lot better, kind of closer to the edge and whatever. That's, as you guys can see all the way down there, that's literally the paint that I was telling you guys about. It was so annoying to take off. Like, I was using acetone, I was literally using a razor and everything that like you would use to like take it off, and it was not coming off. Sorry, I wasn't using acetone, I was using alcohol, because alcohol doesn't have a bad stench as much as acetone, so I did stay away from the acetone, otherwise that's what would give me asthma. But there's still some more on the side. I literally had to blow dry it and it still was so hard. Like my fingers are kind of in pain from it a little bit because of how small the razor was and trying to get it out. But anyways, so that's her. She's definitely a little bit like, she's got like some hard spots on the top, which is easily removable. I made sure to clean the inside because that's genuinely what matters the most, is cleaning the inside, so when you're putting in the new fishes, it's not introducing a whole bunch of bad bacteria. So it's really clean on the inside and on the outside, except for this part over here. I did not do as much, but honestly, for a free tank, I'm not complaining. So it's gonna be really nice though to have. I can picture literally sand, really cute like rocks, and I'm gonna like make it so that there's like kind of caves, but like not. I'm mainly excited for the starfish, guys. Like I'm excited for the starfish, and I'm excited to just see the anemone with the clownfish. And I don't know, it kind of makes like a noise, like a white noise, I would say. Most wouldn't say that, but it makes kind of like a running water noise, and it just, I don't know, at its finest, it just sounds really nice. So yeah, that's the tank, and I'm gonna now go and do my 30-day challenge because I have work tomorrow and I've had that on my list for so long, and I'm considering starting it next week, and I think it would be really nice to get like content out of it. But yeah, let's go do that. Doing all the stuff that I was talking about, and I guess I just wanted to go through. I did some content creation scheduling, so then that way I keep up with the consistent uploading and I have an idea of when I'm supposed to upload. But not to go through that, I wanted to talk about the 30-day challenge that I was considering doing. I'm vaguely gonna go through it, I'm not gonna deeply explain everything, but basically I added 5 things that I wanted to do. And if you guys remember what I was talking about earlier when I was doing my makeup, I wanted to even revamp like my morning and my night routine. And my morning and my night routine includes these, so that way it's not necessarily, it's more of like I'm doing the challenge, but I'm also trying to upkeep the morning and night routine because they essentially already have these habits. But I do have 5 specifically, so say on one day that I don't end up being able to do something, I at least make sure that 5 of these are at least done. So one of them being that I work out 5 times a week. This is not unrealistic for me because that's what I was doing way before, until I kind of like stopped going to the gym, because at one point I was going consistently and I was 6 days a week, but with work and now trying to juggle content creation, it's going to be kind of difficult to do 6 times a week. So I'm gonna do 5 times, and I think that's perfectly fine. My second thing is journaling. I was on a kick. At one point, I was journaling consistently towards the end of the night, and with that, I did that habit stacking trick where you do something and then you put something else on top of it, so then that way you're doing 2 things and your brain automatically associates it with that one thing. So I used to journal and then plan my day, so then that way I would do this towards the end of my night, and then I would be able to have everything that I need to start my morning and not have to stop and wait. Because I know there are some people that personally like to journal in the morning. I'm not that kind of person. I just find it better for my schedule, and also it allows me to kind of reflect on my day. And then same thing with planning my day. I don't like to do that towards the start of my day, because then that way it's kind of like, I forget the word that I'm looking for. What is it called? Momentum. That's what it is. So you kind of have that momentum to keep you going, and you're not so much as stopping and doing stuff, and it works better for my schedule. I also like the term eating the frog, because you're essentially getting rid of all the stuff that are big right at the start of your morning, and it's like the first big task that you need to do. So I personally, obviously to each their own, it works better for my schedule, and maybe it might work better for you. I just personally, in my opinion, that's what works best. So yeah, 2 being that I journal, and I don't really have anything specific with journaling. I don't really have prompts or anything. I kind of just free flow it. Like, I just sit there and I write whatever my heart is content with writing. I mean, it could be something bad, it could be something good. Now, I do like to keep it positive for the main part. I will go through, you know, negative things, but for the most part I like to stay positive, and I do like to write a little bit of gratitude, like include the gratitude in there. And I also do some kind of scripting sometimes, where I will write it in terms of manifesting the certain goals that I have for myself. Yeah, and then the third thing is I want to get back into reading. I also used to be on a kick with reading. I used to consistently read. I was very consistent with it, and I don't know what happened. It was just like I either read a wrong book and then just fell off. I do kind of have my phases though, where I tend to, you know, enjoy something for some time, and then other time not so much. Like, I'll, instead of getting into, you know, reading my books, I'll watch movies or TV shows. At one point I was reading 1 page a night at least. I don't do that anymore, unfortunately, so I want to do 5 pages because I know that I can. The fourth thing being meditation. I was okay with meditating. I didn't really necessarily love meditation. At one point in my life I was meditating consistently, and I was not even listening to videos or anything. I would just sit there and just honestly meditate, and it felt so good back then. But I feel like recently I haven't been able to make it feel good, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to silence my brain. So I want to bring that back, because I know when I used to do it, it felt amazing, and I know it's very beneficial for you. I feel like it makes you more rounded and in tune with what's going on. So even if it's just 5 minutes, which I used to specifically do 5 to 10 minutes. So even if it's 5 minutes, I think that should be fine. Moving on to the 5th thing, and it's morning affirmations. I recently watched a video, and it was a girl breaking down how your subconscious mind doesn't really listen to affirmations from somebody else as much as it listens to the affirmations for, like, given by yourself. So say you write them down and you read them to yourself, it works better that way. Or even if you record a voice memo, which, credit to her, I did not know that recording a voice memo and allowing your brain to soak up that information first thing in the morning actually soaks into your subconscious, versus listening to a video off the internet of, you know, somebody else. So it kind of convinces your brain more than listening to somebody else. And that's honestly that. Last year, I think, or a few years ago when I did do this challenge, I think it was similar to these. And I think what I'm going to do now is a little bit of a night shift, because currently it's 7 o'clock, and I think I'm going to kickstart my night routine and start doing it now. But I do have to get my clothes ready for tomorrow, because I do have work, and I need to prep our lunch boxes, me and my boyfriend's, and kind of just clean up the house, do all that jazz. So take you guys along, and I'm really hoping that I can maybe get this vlog edited and posted by Saturday, hopefully, so then Sunday, Monday I can do my vlog, post that on Wednesday, and start the whole consistent scheduling. So I'm hoping that I can upload at least once a week. I do also want to get into short form, because I have been wanting to start that for so long. At one point I was doing pretty good with that, and when I mean short form, I mean Instagram, YouTube, or Instagram, TikTok, and just like specifically those two platforms. I used to do Pinterest as well, and I was doing pretty well on Pinterest, but I just fell off. Like, I wasn't really posting as consistent, and it just wasn't really doing what, you know, what I wanted to do. So I want to get back on those, but little by little. I don't want to overwhelm myself with these things. My main priority is obviously the 30-day soft challenge and my YouTube, consistently posting on YouTube, but I want to add these things and see how well they go with my schedule. And yeah, I will definitely, in the future, you guys will see, I will be starting back my Instagram and all of that. So for now, YouTube, my morning routine, night routine with the 30-day challenge. So hopefully you guys will see some new uploads in the upcoming weeks, and hopefully consistent uploads. That's the hope. But yeah, my camera is literally about to die right now, so I gotta go put that in charge, and I'll probably see you guys while I'm cleaning. So let's get right into it. Alright, so I lied. I am so hungry and I decided to make some food. So it kind of doesn't look that aesthetically pleasing, but trust, it is so yummy. Okay, hold on, I forgot one thing. Okay, there, that looks better. Something about drinking your beverage with a straw is just unmatchable. But anyways, I've got this spring onion pancake. It's so yummy. I don't know how to explain it. It's very crispy and like soft on the inside, and it's got obviously spring onions in it. And then on the side, if you can see it barely, it's sambusas that have like chicken and like herbs in them, and it smells so yummy. Like, I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. But then I put some cheese, some lettuce, and then this thing called, I don't know if you can see it, wait, campfire mayo, and can I see it there? But we get it from Red Robin's, and we've been literally going for the past like 4 or 5 days because the sauce is so yummy. It's Cane's, but like sweeter. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but if you know, you know. Red Robin, they have burgers and they have like a whole bunch of stuff, and they have that campfire mayo that you could like dip your fries with or whatever, or put it on your sandwich. But we started buying it, and we started getting it from the store, and then just drenching our breakfast sandwiches, literally everything you can think of with it. So it's so yummy. It's Cane's but better, I swear to God. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat this really quick, and I'll catch you guys when I am cleaning.
Nice. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna, ay ay ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Drogba? How you gonna do me like Drogba? Oh, DJ Drogba, hey, DJ Drogba. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Mad. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life.
Part of my night shift routine is I get my boyfriend and I's lunch ready, so then that way tomorrow morning I'm not having to fret about anything. We can kind of just grab it and go. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. For this week's meal plan, I basically made this rice broccoli. It looks brown, but it's honey with Japanese barbecue on it. And then what I'll do is I'll add some of these meatballs. It's nice to do these now because I used to do them in the morning, and it was honestly so stressful. Wake up in the morning and you don't want to have like a million different things to do. Gonna add a little bit of extra cheese. You pack these up and then they're ready to go tomorrow morning, so you don't have to really do much in the morning.